Well, hello, this is Rochelle, and welcome to my channel. For the art today on the By the Well for God, I Am kit. This speaks of the 7 signs and the 7 statements where Jesus says, I am. I used some deco art acrylic Americana paints to lay down an ombre from dark blue or this Payne's grey midnight blue to a soft winter blue, and I wanted just this to look like a kind of sky, sort of. The statement piece on this page is, I am the Good Shepherd. Jesus looks at people in their distress and sees where they are and what they're going through, and that they're suffering, and that it's not his design, God's design for our lives, and he has compassion on us. The kind of compassion that is not found in a slave master or an employer or anything like that, but really the kind of compassion that a shepherd has. A shepherd does everything for the sheep. He goes before them, he leads the way, the sheep know him, they follow him, and so there are various scriptures listed in this devotional in these days that refer to Jesus being the shepherd. If we look at Psalm 23, it's all about us being the sheep and laying down with Jesus where he takes care of us. He leads us to where there's provision. He shows us the way through the dark valleys. He takes us through the times when we can't do it ourselves. He actually starts on this day saying that he is the gate. And at first I thought, or the door, sorry. Some translations refer to it as the door. And I couldn't understand why Jesus would say that he is that door. But it really is referring to that the only way to this caring nature of God is through his son Jesus. It's through a relationship with the shepherd. It's through knowing his voice that you enter into the safety of his keeping. I use some of the clear stickers on this page to lay down a scene or start a scene there, and use some of this, I think it's called tulle. I think that's how you say it, I'm not even sure. But I used some of that, and I just wanted to have that soft background with it, some texture to it, and so I tried using a tiny attacher, tried just using glue, but couldn't quite get it right. Anyways, it stuck at the end, so that's all that matters, right? And then I'm going to adhere just a little sheep die cut on top. I liked using that clouds with the sun. In this case, I'm using it as a moon because this is a night sky. Whatever helps you remember. And so this good shepherd is looking after this sheep, and the sheep is me. I am sometimes very much a sheep. I follow sometimes the wrong distractions and go off the wrong way, and Jesus comes and he finds me and he takes me through the gate, and he takes me to places of safety, which is with him, where he is. I like that it doesn't just say that he is the shepherd, but it says that he is the good shepherd. He takes care of us in a way that nothing else can and that nothing else will. I am using a Uniball Signo white gel pen to write on this acrylic paint. The reason why I enjoy the Deco Art acrylic paint is because it's got a bit of a grit to it. So it's easy to write on. It doesn't have a slick surface or a glossy surface. It's got a very gritty matte surface, so writing on it is very easy, and especially on these dark colors, that white gel pen just works like a dream on top of it. And so what I want to do here is use all of these verse references, and it, like I said, this piece of devotion is just so rich with verse references that there is more than enough to keep you for a while. And so just writing those down so that when I open this page in the Bible, I can go to those verse references and look up what it says about either myself being a sheep, a cute, cuddly, fluffy white sheep. No, there's filth on my white wool, let me tell you. And so just using these references, or writing down these references, to remind myself where to go look for the other places where God refers to himself as the shepherd, or where the Old Testament, uses him as the shepherd, and then in the New Testament where it speaks of him as being the good shepherd. He is faithful. He finds us. Find him today. See you again soon. Bye-bye.